year.
You know what today is? Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Ebony Ladies in the DR. I'm your host, Bridget. Before we get started, we have to say we do not own the rights to that music. Gotcha. At all. So today, guys, this is a very, very special edition for us. Today is our 1 year anniversary here in the Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. We did it. High five. The year went by fast. Guys, I got to introduce you. This is my husband, Davlin, of 25 years. He's the man behind the camera. So he's the one that helps me to make sure this show is on right here on YouTube every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, Davlin, welcome to this side of the camera. And
thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Now, we've been here a year, so everybody said that it was my idea to move to Dominican Republic. I dragged you here. I tied you up and put you in a suitcase, brought you here. So
people said all that.
I've heard it all. It is everything is my idea. Everything is Bridget said, Bridget did. And so now finally you have the opportunity from your mouth to their ears to give everybody your viewpoint on us moving from the United States to the Dominican Republic.
It definitely was both of our ideas.
Okay, y'all heard it.
Yeah, we did about 2 years of planning, maybe more.
Okay.
We talked it out and came to the decision.
And so how we picked Dominican Republic in your point of view? Okay.
We picked the Dominican Republic because cost efficient.
Okay.
It was cheaper here.
Right.
And for me, it was because the people that were so nice.
So time went by so fast. It's like so many activities and milestones and things happened during our first year here. So if anybody that has actually watched the show, you know that we are here 1 year early.
Yes.
Because this is the time that we were supposed to be getting here right now.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I still have that paper that says we're going to start in January. What we're going to do first?
So put the house on the market.
The
house was just supposed to be going on the
2020.
market this year, January 2020, and then the cars, motorcycles, everything else.
Right.
But look, life happens, and you decide why wait, another year. We love it here. Everything has been going really good. But okay, so everybody think that it was smooth sailing, piece of cake. When we got here, because we were posting and just kind of sharing how everything was going. And I don't know that anybody knew, but when we first got here, for 3 weeks we didn't have any power. So tell them what happened.
That's
Tell
true.
the story.
Well, we talked it out. We knew we weren't going to have power or electricity when we got here. So
for a few days, not 3 weeks.
7 to 10 days is what
they told us, right?
So we made a survival kit. We had everything in it because we knew when the sun comes out, we're able to work around the house, and when the sun goes down, that's the end of the day because we don't have electricity.
Yeah.
I dropped you off at the CPM.
CPM's electricity.
Yeah, and we got that planned, and for some reason it was a holiday.
Right. I think it was the Lady Alta Garcia Day.
Right. It was a holiday, and so we didn't have a local phone number.
Right.
We gave.
And that's where the trouble began.
Yeah, they called and nobody was at the office.
They were closed for the holiday, and so that dropped us to the end of the line.
And for maybe a week, we didn't really know we were dropped at the bottom of the line.
We didn't know what happened.
Okay, Dominicans, we're on Dominican
time, island time,
and
be
time
patient.
Started just going, and we was like, wait a minute.
Yep, and so I had to pull my little bit of U.S. crazy and go to the CPM.
Pull your crazy
I had
card.
to pull out my crazy card and go to the CPM, to the electric company, and figure out what went wrong.
Right.
And we got to figure it out. And then I basically had to bully the man. I made him come pick me up from the electricity office and come to the house and cut the utilities on.
Right.
So that was 3 weeks. And so it was sun up till sundown that we would, do all the things that we needed to do.
Right.
So because we didn't have electricity, we spent a lot of time at the clubhouse. We live on a golf course at Cocatow. So we go to the clubhouse during the days, hang out there. Everybody knows Bella because we were the two crazy black people with the dog sitting up here charging the cell phone, the iPad, the laptop all day. And then he would go into the men's room and shave because the little beard and the hair and all that was growing back, and we were just all looking a mess.
I started looking like George Jefferson,
right?
So I had to let it go.
So the first 3 weeks, it wasn't so much as hard because, we had money. We would go and buy food. We couldn't cook.
Right.
So we were doing a lot of our peanut butter and jelly. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
We were making cold cut sandwiches, so we survived. And we would have a hot meal like once a week.
Right. It was actually a fun
it was an experience. It was a challenge. And that's how we started out.
Right.
So, we were like, okay, now it's got to get better, because we were literally 3 weeks here without electricity.
Right.
And then, of course, we don't have a car, and our container was not here. So how things played out was February the 1st, we got with the electricity on. February the 2nd, the container came. And then February the 4th, we celebrated his 50th birthday. So everything came together the way that we needed it to be.
I consider that
the birthday present.
My birthday gift.
That's the best 50th birthday present ever. Electricity and a container and our bikes and everything. So how'd you celebrate the 50th birthday? Because everybody had to go huge these days now for 50, so we kept it simple.
So when our container came, our bikes, we ordered them online, so they were in boxes, so I had to put them together.
Yep.
And then Bella's bike, a 3-wheel bike, it was already together. On my birthday, we woke up, put Bella in the back of that bike, went to the beach. Took my radio. We had some cupcakes.
We had cupcakes, and we had a beautiful day.
The best 50th birthday.
That was the way to do it. That was the way to do it. And so from that day, we were known as the Crazy Americans with the dog in the basket. So that is still us. They know Bella. Now everybody knows us, And
but they would ask about Bella.
They would ask about Bella first. So, donde es su perro? So where's your dog? Where's your dog? Well, I'm her mama. So that's right. We good. But that's how it all started, So the beginning of our journey, at the beginning of our first year here was the 3 weeks without electricity.
Right.
And without our container.
Right.
But then once our container came, it was on because we started getting the house together and it started to feel like home.
Right.
So, and then everybody, when they would see our posts, the first thing they would comment on is how skinny we were looking, especially Davlin, because everybody know I always fluctuate.
Right.
But Davlin was at probably the heaviest point because we were in Memphis for 3 weeks before we got here.
Yes.
And Memphis is a whole lot of food. And, Davlin, tell them what.
Memphis, 1 meat and 3 sides.
Every meal. And we was eating it all, eating good. So we came here soft and chunky. And so, Davlin, what was your starting weight?
So when I got here in January, I was 236 pounds.
236.
So all the walking for about 2-3 months, riding my bike, I got on the scale and I was at 218.
Wow, that's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So 18 pounds.
18 pounds.
And I moved here, I think I was around 182, and now I like to stay about 164, 165. And it's not dieting, it is straight. We walk everywhere, we ride our bikes everywhere, we have access to a gym,
and the
we have a
food
free
is
gym.
A lot different here.
Right, the food's a lot different.
I mean, as far as healthy.
Right, yeah, because here the Dominican dish is called the La Bandera. Okay. So it's grilled chicken, beans, and rice. They eat it all the time, so it gets boring. They have a lot of the dishes. I was surprised that Dominican makes such good lasagna. The lasagna is amazing, and then they have a lot of really good food here. A lot of good seafood, of course.
Right.
But their menu is not a wide variety.
It's not fried food.
Right, not fried food.
Real.
We don't have any, we have just a few fast food places. So we have what? We have, I was going to say Taco Bell. That's what he missed. So if you ask him what he missed,
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. We do not have a Taco Bell.
Menu, baby.
He misses Taco Bell. So we have Burger King, Wendy's, Subway, Pizza Hut,
yeah.
Domino's, and Papa John's. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's all the fast food places we have here. Right. And the only one that, we love is Pizza Hut. And then whenever we're out near the airport where Wendy's is, we always get a Frosty. Gotta have a Frosty. So, but other than that, our whole lifestyle has changed a lot because we are eating a whole lot healthier. We don't have access to the fast food places that we did in Houston, and we don't do a lot of processed food because living here, the processed food is super expensive. Like, just an example, frozen waffles that we would buy at Walmart for $1, they're like $4
or the little,
or $5.
What do you call it? Frozen food, Michelina dishes.
Michelina dishes, those 99-cent things for a quick lunch.
Right.
Here, $4, $5.
But if you look at the back of it,
they're not healthy, full of sodium.
35%
right, so full of sodium. So that's part of our transition from the U.S. to Dominican. So the main thing is a healthier lifestyle already. So we're getting way more exercise, and we are doing eating and cooking a lot more food, a lot more healthier foods. And we have a lot of fish to access, a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. So we are making smoothies, and we are just like really, really enjoying it.
I think what's so cool, the first cool moment to me was when we were walking Bella, and we saw some mangoes.
Right, so we picked all the mangoes off the tree.
So yeah, we grabbed about 3 or 4 because
that
they were
day.
Huge.
Right.
And so I set them on the counter, and then they were soft. And I finally went ahead and went on YouTube to figure out how to cut it, put it in a smoothie with a banana.
My God. So y'all come to Dominican, look us up. We'll make you a mango pineapple smoothie fresh off the tree.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yep.
Okay, now I know this is the first time a lot of you are meeting Davlin. This is my husband, 25 years. And so Davlin is normally behind the camera. He's a videographer, editor, photographer. So he is the reason why this show is able to be on every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I always have to throw it in. Okay, but, so people have wanted to know what's it like for a black man, an ebony man, ebony gentleman living here in the Dominican Republic. So now we've been here a year. How do you feel? Do you feel like it's a good place for Black American men? And are you having a hard time making friends, or do you miss your friends?
I go back to everybody being friendly. Now, I always ride by people, guys, and speak to them. And a few guys that know English, they put their fist with mine.
Everybody fist bump.
To say, you're my color.
Right.
So everything's cool.
Right.
That was like my first moment that I was like, wow. I chose the right place.
All right. And what about your friends at home? Because there are not as many Black American men here as there are Black women.
Right.
It's quite a few ebony women living here in the DR, but not as many Black men that live here full time. There are a few that come and go.
I went through a moment where I was missing my homeboys, or just missing going to the barbershop. Just somewhere where there were guys hanging out and me just sitting. I was missing that. Okay. Right now, there are a few places that I can ride and hang out with some Dominican guys.
Okay.
Their English is decent.
Right. And your Spanish is good.
It's getting there. They're actually helping me. So I feel comfortable sitting around them and not, I think they're not needing to entertain me anymore because I'm the outsider.
Exactly. So you're blending and fitting right in.
I'm feeling better, like riding by, grabbing a seat, and just letting them talk and listen. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Of course, I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in and stuff. So
gotta do that.
Actually, that transition of friends is actually getting it's actually smooth.
Right. So I mean, everybody know me. If you follow me on Facebook or watch the show, then I have made a whole lot of friends of every color, every race. Yeah. I have a great time with everybody. Cool. I haven't had any. And this was what I was really looking forward to. Not that I didn't have friends in the States, but I think I was so conditioned in the U.S. to work, and make money, save, have my business, be successful, that I I didn't really take the time out to nurture my friendships, and so they just kind of fell to the side, which I really do regret. And that's a big lesson for me, because now that I'm here, I have really learned how to cherish friendships. That is one thing,
I see that.
And it is, and I'm so proud of myself, because at the drop of a dime, I would put work first, or I would put other things over things that were important. So I wasn't always, I felt like, the best friend. But now that I have the time and I'm not so money driven, I'm always going to be success driven and career driven and, you know, things like that. But I'm no longer money driven.
Right.
And that is like a huge reason why I wanted to come to this country, into a country that had a better economy for us.
That's
you know, lower cost of living.
I have noticed. Have you noticed that you are being more of a socialite now?
Absolutely, I am a socialite. Okay, so we've been here a year. I probably had 5 parties, 5 get-togethers, lunch, brunch. I've done it all. Yeah. I am the socialite now, and I feel really good about it.
It's making me happy that, you know, you have friends like that can't wait to come by and see you.
Right, and I love it.
You
know,
for a while you didn't have that.
And I did, and I know it was my fault because I worked all the time, but I was determined once I moved here to be a part of the community. Right. I feel like we really are a part of the community. I don't feel like a visitor. I don't feel like an expat. People say that, you know, why we have so many American friends, because we speak English, and it's who you gravitate to. Right. But at that same token, I have as many Dominican friends. So I'm learning my Spanish.
What is it? Was it Christmas party?
Christmas Eve. We got adopted by Dorian and Sandy, our Christmas Eve family.
They were like, "Are you coming? Are you coming?"
Right. And we put that on there. We showed that as our Christmas Eve episode, and it made us feel so good because we were included. We weren't guests. You know, they invited us to their home, welcomed us, introduced us to all their family and friends, and we had a ball. You know, so those are just some of the things that have gone on. Okay, so to give you a little bit more of the business side of things we had to do. So Banco Popular. Yes. So tell them about our experience. We got a Dominican bank account. So got our Dominican bank account.
Well, when we went
took us about
3 hours?
3 hours to open a bank account.
I think what was so cool is the person that was helping us, she didn't understand. She didn't speak English.
She spoke no English. But she didn't try to pass us off to the one poor girl that was there that did speak English, because she was being worked to death.
Right.
So we sat there. We struggled.
Yeah, we struggled, but we pulled out our
Google Translate
and started typing, passing it back and forth, and she had so much patience. 3 hours later, we had a
3 hours later,
and
account. She was fine, you know, and she was nice the whole time. So that gave us a really good feeling, you know.
And when you walk in the bank now,
she knows
we have that.
Right. She's like, hey,
what's
you know.
Up?
So shout out to her. Shout out to Banco Popular.
What's her name?
I couldn't even begin to tell you. I don't remember her name.
That's your partner, though.
But that's my friend, so don't you worry about me. But every time we see each other, even out and about around the city, we recognize each other and we speak.
Right.
So that was it with our bank. So then we had to get our Dominican phone number. So Devlin took care of that. So we have Claro, we have internet.
Right.
So we've done all of the experience because we're at home.
Yeah.
You know, we're at home, and it was. I felt like an easy transition this year.
I think that was why we didn't have our lights cut on by someone before we got here.
Right,
because our whole thing was we're going to be living here. We're going to be going by paying bills to these places, so we got to do the initial.
Yeah, we got to do your own footwork. Yeah, you got to do your own. Yeah, I tell anybody moving abroad, don't put all of your hard work and your task and things that need to be done for your household in someone else's hands.
Right.
You want to be hands-on. You want to know where each one of your service providers are. You want to know what it has to be done. You want to know about your contract. So those things, I'm so happy that, we didn't pay someone to do all that for us when we got here. And it wasn't about us not having the money or not us being afraid to do it because we didn't speak the language. That was part of us, getting to know and establishing ourselves in this country, in this community.
Now let me piggyback off of that. What if our water had been cut on before
we got here? We could have come to a new flooded house.
So like our second night,
right?
I heard a water drip.
Yep.
The guy had showed me where the cut on and cut off switch was. I had to watch
outside.
It. So I heard the drip that night, and so I got up and tried to tighten the grip so the drip could stop. And the metal was so old, it just crumbled in my hand.
Right.
And next thing you know, water was shooting all in the bathroom.
Yep.
We have 17 steps to get downstairs.
Uh-huh.
I think I did it in 2.
Right.
And went outside, cut that water off. I came back upstairs. You had towels all over the floor.
That's it. This is look right here. This King Boy, he cut the water off.
The funny part,
I had the towels. I was getting the water up.
The funny part was, you like, you know what? We'll worry about that in the morning.
Look, we put those towels down, let that water soak up, went back to bed, got up, cleaned our house, disinfected, did everything we needed to do. Right. But, people look at it now, especially people that have been here and visited, they're like, wow, this house is amazing, which it is, but it needed a few things. And just like, we always do, we went in, we took care of, we got everything taken care of. Right. We made this our home. Right. This is our full-time home. We're not some of the Dominicans, Americans that they're used to seeing that are here for a few months and then leave. We're here the whole year, so everybody's been really shocked to see us so much. They're like, oh, y'all are still here, y'all still here, y'all still here. I'm like, look, we live here.
And I was told that some Dominicans don't care to really meet people or
because they come and go.
They come and go. And so to see us all the time is and when people come from out of town and everywhere we go, we're speaking to people and knowing people. Yeah. They call us the mayor.
We're the mayors of Cocotal and Mayor Punta Cana. Just because we speak and we are really enjoying our time.
The town is so small. You can go to the grocery store. You're going to see
somebody
that you know.
Right, so you're gonna see somebody.
Security guards, they switch their posts every 3 weeks?
I think a month or so.
Yeah, so I could be riding my bike in Los Corrales, about maybe 10 minutes from here, and a security guard that was on our property is watching another property, and I hear a whistle. Yep. My friend. I got everybody that don't know English saying my friend.
That's it. Those are his buddies. They call him, I'm the friend, everybody. So, but when we initially got here and we had our bikes and, our basket with Bella, we were the crazy Black Americans with the dog in the basket. Because that's how we got around. We have our bike for Bella. We put her in the basket and we go pay bills and we go to the beach and we go to the store and to the gym. So everybody see us. So I feel right at home. Yeah. So now, have you experienced like any cultural shock? Because me and some of the ladies, we talked about it. Mm-hmm. So have you experienced any culture shock since we've been here?
You know what's funny? One day I left the house without a bottle of water, and I went into the mall.
Oh, yeah.
I went to the mall, and so I'm just kind of walking around looking for a water fountain.
And there's no drinking the water here. So that's something else.
That's something that threw me off, you know what I mean? I know you don't drink out of the sink
and all that, right. But you're thinking is a filtered water fountain somewhere.
Water fountain somewhere.
But
so I went
it's
to
not.
The store, bought me a bottle of water.
Right.
And
I
knew to leave the house with bottled water. But that was my only real culture shock. Like, damn.
Right. No water fountain.
Damn. What was your culture shock? I know you said it before.
I don't remember what was my biggest culture shock. Because I'm like, so it's a year later. I'm like so over everything.
So I was asked the hardest question, and I wanted to ask you, what advice would you give someone? What did you forget in your planning that you forgot that you could tell somebody now?
Well, it wasn't. What I forgot wasn't really here. It was our transition period, because when we sold our house in Houston, it sold so fast that I forgot to find us a place to live until we got here.
Okay.
So we were in Houston, and we got, Bella's right at 60 pounds, and we didn't realize she considered a big dog.
Right.
And so we ended up, having to move to the apartments that we hated and live there for 6 months. So that was the main, right. We had to rush and move out of our house because it sold so fast, which is a good thing. I'm not complaining. But I really literally forgot to plan for us a place to live for the next 6 months while we were in Houston.
Because who would have thought the house was
right? We didn't think the house was going to sell. Yeah, right. We literally had an offer in 4 days.
Right.
So we didn't, just something we didn't think of. But as far as here, I had a checklist. I did it 3 times over and over. Right. So there's nothing that I can tell anybody that I would have done differently or anything that I forgot, because this transition for us has been really a smooth transition. It's been amazing. Right. And it's like so funny because we've had like so many milestones this year. Right. Like we told you, we had Davlin's 50th birthday. Right. Then we had our 25-year wedding anniversary in June. High five on 25 years. 25 years. We got about another 30 more to go. So definitely. And so then, we did our anniversary and we had family and friends come.
Your 50th birthday.
Our 50th birthday we just did. We went parasailing. We went, we had a cupcake party at the house.
I thought I was going to be scared on that parasailing.
Yeah, and parasailing was like fun. Nothing. So we've had experienced so many really fun things here that I'm just looking forward to what's going to happen this year, and we said that we were going to buy a car after 1 year because we've been on our bikes. We was we want to get acclimated. We want to make sure, what our bills are going to be because we're no longer employed. So it's just now we're at a year and what we're going to do about the car.
I see us waiting another 3 years. I mean, at the minimum, we'll come across that road in 3 years.
Right. It's because right now we're healthy. We can ride our bikes. The guagua, which is our public transportation, doesn't bother us one bit. It's 40 pesos, which is 80 cents for us to go one way. And then we have our friend Sharon. She has a car. She's gracious enough to pick us up and let us run errands and do stuff with her. When we have a whole lot to do and don't want to be a burden on anyone else, we'll rent a car. We get cars for days at a time, and it's a little of nothing. And then we don't have to worry about what?
Oil change.
Fuel pump.
Transmission.
Check engine light. So we are happy and content with our bikes and the guagua. Right. So we just do our thing and we rent a car when we have to. So right now I'm just gonna keep sitting on that money because even though we're here where the economy is a lot cheaper, we have the lifestyle, the cost of living is way cheaper, I'm still very budget conscious because there are still so many things that we're gonna do in this world, in this life. Just because we moved here, we didn't stop living. I think people got that mixed up. We still live a very active life. We still have travel plans. We're still going to see the world. So because we decided to settle down and go for a simpler lifestyle at 50, because we're basically semi-retired, it didn't mean that we stopped living. We just made our life a lot more enjoyable. We made it where we could spend a lot more time together and be there for our parents. Since they're getting older, we're able to go back and forth. But I do have to say, this is the longest that we've stayed in one place. We've been in the Dominican Republic. So today, January 13th, 2020, this is our 1 year here, and I've only left the country one time for 2 weeks to celebrate my mom's 70th birthday. Davlin's left the country one time for 1 week to be with his friend at his time of loss. So when we were in the States, we were always trying to get away. We took advantage of all those vacation days and sick days and PTO, everything that was offered. We jumped on it and we left town. But here it's we live on an island. We got the beach across the street. Where are we going? I'm good.
It's
summer year round.
365 days of the year.
It's summer year round.
You cannot beat that.
Right. And so I feel like we made an excellent choice leaving the United States and coming to the Dominican Republic. And of course, this decision is not for everyone because some people, are just more comfortable in their own environment. But if you're willing to take that chance and you want to see more of the world and do it just for an experience, if not for a lifetime, or if you just want to try it. What did you say?
Well, I think it's a mindset that you have to have when you decide this is what I want to do. We realized that we were tired of just the same old thing.
We had a cycle that wasn't right. We were going in a circle.
To break the cycle.
Right.
And we planned. We thought it all the way through, and we knew how we think. We knew how simple we live.
Right.
And we understood it. Plus, we talked it out the entire time.
Right.
And it was like, what do you think? What do you think?
Yeah.
What are you thinking now? You know. And when we got here, we understood. We were ready.
That's it. So you got to be in that mindset. You got to be at that place in your life where you're ready for something different. And everybody's, questioning how we picked the Dominican. Oh, y'all moving to a third world country. Right. I don't really know what the definition of a third world country is because I really don't think this is it. Right. Even though there is poverty around us. I saw poverty in Houston. Yeah. So I guess it's because things aren't as technologically advanced as the U.S. That was a tongue twister. Right. But, right, nope. But there are, some things that need to be improved on here in the Dominican. And every day we see changes, so things are going to be more and more advanced. We're not lacking anything here. We eat healthier. Right. We don't have the fast food places because that's not their lifestyle, and I'm good with that.
What did you, just to break it up, what did you think you were going to be doing for your first year? What did you plan when we moved here? What was your plan for the first year?
Wow. So my plan for the first 6 months, I said I'm going to rest. I'm going to relax. I'm going to sleep late. I'm going to go to the gym every day, go to the beach. And I did that. Right. But like the first 3 months, after the first 3 months, because I am who I am, I'm a busybody. I already had a photography job. Yes. I already was meeting people. Yes. I was already the president of the Homeowners Association here. So I was already getting my name and moving around because that's just who I am. Right. But my first year, I wanted to at least 6 months to just relax and do nothing. But then I realized that my still being busy was different than my Houston being busy. It wasn't a time clock. It wasn't, the constant grind of chasing money, because that's really what I did. Everybody know me. Oh, I'm grinding. I'm getting my money, and that's what it was. But now I'm not money driven. Now I'm more about doing things that make me happy, and that I can do at my own pace, my own schedule.
That's what happened with that first photography job.
Yeah.
When we did that house, that was like, okay.
Yeah, this is something we can do. Get
too?
This money too. What? So that's how I felt. Cool. This is how they're paying me to do this.
Now me, literally, I wanted 365 days to watch TV, watch the walls. Paint already dry. Can I watch it some more? Get on my bike because I wanted to literally do nothing because I knew something was going to
pop up.
Something was going to happen where it's going to be an interest, and then I'm going to make some money also. I knew that was going to happen. And
so then, like for us, within this year, we developed the show. So Ebony Ladies in the DR. Thank everybody for watching because it is so much fun. We have such a great time doing it. Yes. And it just really brings out our creative spirit because we're out and about and we're meeting people. And so we're having a good time doing it. And then Davlin, being the person that he is, he met the guys at the cigar shop. Yes. So they over there, he hand rolling his own cigars. I'm learning. He designing labels. Yes. So he has turned his passion for cigars and the different flavors into a business. Right. So you can order from him custom label, custom cigars. hand roll. He will actually be the one that hand rolled your cigar.
And I will be going to the farm where the leaves are grown.
So I'm going to put that on Ebony Ladies in the DR. I'm going to be right there showing you all. So I can't wait. So just from this 1 year, we've done deep sea fishing. So if you saw that episode, you know how crazy it was. Because we caught barracuda and mahi-mahi. They gutted them on the beach. Davlin brought them home. Him, Scott, Steve. Yep. Shout out to the guys. They filleted them, fried them, grilled them, and sauteed. We had a fish fry out of this world from the fish that we all caught. So you can't even you can't put a price tag on that.
You go deep sea fishing. You catch some exotic fish. You learn how to
from YouTube.
Yeah, I went to YouTube University. Took about 3 courses, and I learned how to fillet it and then cook it. Man, that was
it was amazing. It was delicious. We really enjoyed it, and since we've been here, we've had quite a few visitors, and I think people are really surprised because I can tell once they come into the house or once they see the property or once we show them around town, they're in their head. I know they were all thinking, that Bridget and Davlin is down there living in a third world country. They don't have amenities. They don't have basic services. We have everything. So if you're ready, come to the Dominican Republic. We're ready to show you around our town because they done nominated us the mayor of Punta Cana, the mayor of Cocota, because we are already, under the table, because we are already here and we have put ourselves in this community, and that's what we love. We're part of the community. The people here are very nice, very friendly, and we're just like in shock that today is January 13th, 2020. The year went by so fast. Now, did you make a New Year's resolution? Because we partied New Year's Eve. Yeah. So, did you make a New Year's resolution?
I didn't make any goal for the new year. I didn't. What I think what the end of the year with my cigar distribution was basically, I could say, hey, I need to do better with that or make it get bigger
to grow your business.
But I haven't made any resolution for this year.
I really didn't. My resolution over the past 20 years have been to practice patience. Now, being a new country, I had to do it. So I don't even have that as my goal anymore because I've conquered patience. I'm a patient person now. I can sit and chill and let them try to figure out how to process my passport and everything else. So I'm just gonna relax because look, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'll be home when I get there. It's like I'm no longer under these time constraints, and so it feels so good. I feel so free, but I guess I'll say my New Year's resolution is to go viral. My dad said he loved the show so much that it's gonna go viral. So thank you, Daddy. But so if Ebony Ladies in the DR goes viral, y'all, look, what can I say? But no, that'll be my New Year's resolution is to just keep having fun, keep enjoying life, and this house is blessed by God. I'm going to say that this is a faith-based house. We pray, we lift each other up all the time, and we pray for everybody that we love. And so we just hope that everybody will figure out their life and do the things that they want to do. We know that moving abroad is not for everybody, but if it is for you, and if you have questions and you see these happy faces and we're much healthier, then it may be something you want to try out. You never know. You know what I mean? You never know. It is very unconventional, but where we think that is very unconventional, really it's not. Because there are so many Black Americans, period, living here in the Dominican Republic. And everybody's happy. We all different races. We get along fine. And we're just kind of enjoying what this life brings us, but... Any last words, Davlin?
No last words.
No last words. Y'all finally met the man behind the camera, my partner in crime. Team Boyd. Bella's over there. She probably walked by a couple of times. But we're just happy to say, look, we've been here for 1 year and we still love it. Because somebody said, well, tell me how you feel in 6 months. I still love it a year later. So, with my neck roll, I still love it. So next time, or maybe next year when we do our 2-year anniversary, maybe we'll do our whole episode in Spanish. Check that out. That's my goal, to do a whole episode in Spanish and actually know what the heck I'm saying.
Man,
so everybody,
why you want to put
that pressure?
That?
So do your Spanish. Do your Spanish lessons
right
every day.
So I can drop it and say, damn.
And we watch Good Times. So I don't know, somebody thought we didn't have like the TV. We got Netflix, we got live football, we got NBA channel, we have it all. We watch everything, that we had in the US. So you won't be missing any of your favorite shows, any of your sports, any of that kind of stuff. Right. But so now I guess that's the end of our 1-year anniversary show. We hope you enjoyed it. We know we were kind of all over the place, but we just wanted to give you an idea of what our life here in the Dominican Republic has been for this first year. It has been amazing. We have really enjoyed it.
My one word is adventure.
It has been definitely a lot of adventure and a lot of great people. So we're going to continue to bring you all more people living in the Dominican Republic. We're going to try to show you more of this beautiful country. I think we have only probably shown you Punta Cana and Las Terrenas, but we have visited Santo Domingo, Boca Chica, La Romana, Miches, Macau. So we're going to have to double back to those places, because I think it was before the show, and film it so that you all can see how beautiful this island is. And over the next few months, later on in the middle of the year, because we'll be back in the States soon, but once we return, then we're going to show you inland, because we haven't been inland. So we're going to give you an opportunity to see the mountains and different scenery. Right, yeah. So we're going to rent a car, me, Devin, and Bella, Team Boyd, and we're going to head up into the mountains and show you a little bit more of the Dominican Republic. But until then, remember, tune in right here. Like, subscribe, and share. 1-year anniversary. Pass it on. Share with everybody. But we are here, Ebony Ladies in the DR, every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy life.